1 week before my wedding, I found a love letter hidden inside my fiancé's old jacket. The strange part wasn't that it was hidden. The strange part was that it wasn't written to me. My name is Olivia, and until that moment, I believed I was about to marry the most honest man I had ever known. Daniel and I had been together for 3 years. He remembered every little thing about me, my favorite flowers, the way I liked my coffee, and the songs that always made me smile. He proposed beside a quiet lake at sunset, and I never doubted that he was the love of my life. Our apartment was filled with wedding decorations, invitations, and dreams about our future together. Everything felt perfect, until that Saturday morning. While cleaning the guest room, I found one of Daniel's old leather jackets inside a dusty storage box. As I picked it up, a folded letter slipped out of the inside pocket. Curious, I unfolded it. The first sentence made my heart stop. To the woman I will never stop loving. I froze. The letter described dreams of growing old together, watching sunsets by the ocean, and spending a lifetime with someone. But it wasn't addressed to me. There was no name, no date, nothing. Only love. A kind of love that sounded deeper than anything Daniel had ever written to me. When Daniel came home that afternoon, I hid the letter inside my pocket. He smiled, kissed my forehead, and asked about my day. I smiled back. But inside, my heart was breaking. That evening, while Daniel was taking a shower, his phone lit up on the kitchen counter. A message appeared. Maya, are you going to tell her before the wedding? My hands started shaking. Who was Maya? And what was Daniel supposed to tell me? For the first time in 3 years? I opened his phone. There were only a few recent messages, nothing romantic, nothing suspicious. But Maya's name appeared again and again. The next morning, I couldn't pretend anymore. I placed the letter on the dining table. Daniel looked at it. His face turned completely pale. He didn't deny it. He simply sat down. I was hoping you'd never find that. Tears filled my eyes. So, who is she? He took a long breath before answering. Maya isn't the woman from the letter. I stared at him in confusion. Then who is? Daniel slowly reached into another box and pulled out an old photograph. A young woman stood beside him, smiling. She looked almost exactly like him. My sister, he whispered. My older sister, Sophie. I couldn't speak. Daniel looked down at the photograph. When we were teenagers, Sophie was diagnosed with cancer. She knew she wasn't going to survive. Before she passed away, she asked me to promise that I would never stop living a happy life. I wrote that letter the night after she died. I couldn't say goodbye to her, so I wrote everything I wished I could have said. Tears rolled down his face. I carried that letter for years because it reminded me to keep my promise. I covered my mouth. Every terrible thought I'd imagined was wrong. But Maya? I asked quietly. Daniel nodded. Maya is Sophie's best friend. She found out I still carried the letter. She wanted me to tell you everything before we got married. I wasn't hiding another woman. I was hiding my grief. Silence filled the room. Then I walked toward him. He looked afraid, as if he thought I was about to leave. Instead, I wrapped my arms around him. For several minutes, neither of us spoke. We simply cried together. A week later, on our wedding day, after the ceremony ended, Daniel took me to a quiet hill overlooking the lake where he had proposed. He placed fresh, white lilies beneath a small memorial bench. This was Sophie's favorite place, he said softly. We stood there hand in hand as the sun disappeared behind the mountains. I smiled through my tears. Love isn't about never having secrets. Sometimes it's about finding the courage to share the pain you've been carrying alone. That forgotten letter almost ended our future. But the truth behind it made our love stronger than ever. And that was the day I learned that not every hidden letter is the beginning of a betrayal. Sometimes it's the final chapter of someone else's goodbye.